to Tony, who slants to the outside, flips a tackle and takes it in. The final play of a wonderful afternoon. Fires it up and in for the touchdown.
Great job, baby. All right. Good job, baby. All right. Way to go. Way to go, Johnny. All right. Good one. Good one. Good one. Good one. Way to go. Great job. I hate that play. Woo! Now we're rolling. That's it, baby. Great. All right. I think we just showed those folks that we told them get the hell out of Dodge. Yeah. We're going to keep their down there for a long time. Remember that. Got 2 game balls together. We could give one to everybody. Everybody made big plays. Gee whiz. Keith Byers had a great day.
All right, Keith.
All right. Mike Rockenbach, he's too damn slow to play middle linebacker and dumb and everything else, but he did a great job today on it.
We got a ball for you. Great job.
The Eagles' home opener against New Orleans pitted the defense against the vaunted Saints' running attack, which featured last season's Rookie of the Year, Reuben Mays. The defense responded with their best performance in 18 years, limiting the Saints to 32 yards on the ground, while the offense attacked through the air.
He's going deep for Quick, who leaps, who catches it, and it is a touchdown by Mike Quick. Cunningham to Quick, it was a beauty. It's 2nd down and 10, the ball at the 25. Cunningham back, he pumps, he's going deep for Kenny Jackson, who is pumped but comes up with a catch for a touchdown. 1st and 10 for the Saints. Play action as Hebert goes back, he's hit, he fumbles the football. The Eagles have it picked up, and running in is Seth Joyner in for a touchdown. The hit was made by Clyde Simmons. Bobby Hebert never saw him coming. The ball came loose. It popped into the hands of Seth Joyner, who ran 21 yards for a touchdown.
In addition to Joyner, Gary Cobb, number 50, was a mainstay at linebacker. Mike Reichenbach, number 55, will battle for the starting middle linebacker spot in 1988 with Byron Evans, who emerged brightly at the end of the season. Dwayne Giles, number 53, added depth to the unit. In the defensive backfield, William Frizzell and Roynell Young, number 43, manned the corners, while Terry Hogue terrorized the entire field from his free safety position. Number 34 loved to receive as much as to give. Hogue was 2nd on the team in tackles to Andre Waters, number 20, who also notched 3 interceptions. The Eagles remain hopeful that Wes Hopkins will return next year to stalk opposing quarterbacks and regain his all-pro form after a serious knee injury in 1986. The strength of the Eagles' defense lies up front in the line. Young and formidable, they've laid the foundation for the future success of the defense. Number 96, Clyde Simmons, quietly had his best season ever. He was solid against both the run and pass, while tallying 6 sacks, 2nd best on the team. Number 90, Mike Golick, clogged up the middle along with defensive tackle Mike Pitts, number 74. In 1987, the team's greatest improvement was in forcing turnovers, and Pitts led the opportunistic Eagles in fumbles recovered. hits of 5-year veteran and rookie Jerome Brown gave Philadelphia a double dose of #1 draft picks on the defensive line.
He was my #1 choice for the draft as far as a defensive lineman concerned. Great quickness, he has good pass rush ability, and therefore I feel we're going to get a much better pass rush up the middle.
With a nose for making big plays as well as taking advantage of them, Brown blossomed in Buddy's system, a defensive scheme perfectly suited to his talent and temperament.
I enjoy it because it lets you don't have to sit back and wait to make something happen. You can sit there, you can be the one that makes something happen.
The Cowboys with a 3rd and 5. They have the ball at the Eagles' 45. Danny White takes the deep snap. He is stepping up. He fumbles the football. It's picked up. And running with the football is Jerome Brown. 35-30, 25-20. And Jerome Brown tackled inside the 15.
In Week 8, the Eagles made their final visit to St. Louis a most memorable one. The defense shut down the explosive Cardinal attack for 3 quarters, keyed by Jerome Brown's 2 sacks. Andre Waters' 63-yard interception return enabled the Eagles to continually foil and frustrate the Cardinals. Such timely plays on defense were matched by the Eagles' fireworks on offense.
Shotgun formation, back is Cunningham. He's looking, he is floating it for Chris Carter in the end zone, who catches it for his first NFL touchdown. Randall Cunningham to Chris Carter, whose first reception is a touchdown. Backs in a set left as Cunningham fakes. He is rolling to the near side, still rolling, loading up. He's going deep. He wants Kenny Jackson, who races, has it at the 5. He's in for the touchdown. Cunningham to Jackson, the bomb. The 70-yard touchdown pass.
But the Cardinals stormed back, and with less than 2 minutes remaining in the game, they took the lead.
1:50 to go. Now this one isn't over. Plenty of time for a football team that can get back into it.
Randall Cunningham confidently marched the Eagles downfield, but they were haunted by memories of 1 year ago when Victory and Greg Garrity came up 2 yards short.
Last year, same thing happened both games. We beat them for 3.5 quarters, and then they came back, and just to get the second chance to do it again is I don't know what the odds are of that happening.
44 seconds to go. Cunningham's back. He fires the pass. It is complete for a touchdown on the far side of the field as he has his man, Greg Garrity, for a touchdown. Randall Cunningham showing tremendous maturity.
The old Randall was a little on the immature side. I think the new Randall is a different guy who's respected and matured a lot more.
In 1987, the Philadelphia Eagles boasted one of the league's most exciting offenses, and Randall Cunningham was the reason why.
He's the man. It's his team to run now. He's a confident guy, and you can see the qualities that he has coming out of him. He has a better command of the offense. He has a better feel for everything that's happening. He has a better feel for what he can do against people.
Boy, he can save your butt. He can save you. He can make you look like $1 million. I can get beat by my guy in a matter of a second. The guy can be around me and right on Randall, and Randall can sidestep him, and he's no longer a factor, and I'm out of the hole.
He has really developed a good touch, and there have been several times, even on the run, where he's had to touch throw it or put it over somebody and in between people, and he's done an excellent job of that. Randall certainly gives us the flexibility that a lot of teams don't have, and he's making the right decisions right now on all the things that you'd like for him to do in his development. He's a gifted athlete, but he has worked very hard at being a good quarterback.
Not only will he be able to drill you and beat you with the ball, he's going to beat you with his running ability.
And when I dropped back to pass, buddies gave me the outlet. Hey, look up the field. If those guys aren't open, don't hesitate to run. Go ahead and make something happen. I know that I have to do something on 3rd down. It might be 3rd and long. I know that I've got to get the ball down the field, and my instincts just carry over naturally.
Cunningham on play action looks. Now he starts to take off. He is bouncing around, now takes off to the far side. He is faking and then ducking and then cutting across the 40 to the 45, and Randall with a 10-yard gain. I don't know how he did it, but somehow, miraculously, I think we're looking at Plastic Man.
We've just seen a little bit of what Randall Cunningham is going to do. The potential that he has is scary. I'd hate to play against him.
That's exactly how the world champion Washington Redskins felt when they had the misfortune of trying to keep up with Ramblin' Randall. Cunningham played his best against the best, the mark of a true winner. He demonstrated why he was the team's leading rusher and passer by producing over 300 total yards.
Cunningham with a marvelous pass down the far side of the field to Quick, so the Eagles take the lead.
But when the Redskins moved ahead late in the game, it set the stage for Randall to rally the Eagles, and the curtain rose on a quarterback who was starting to come of age.
We've been in this situation before. Let's go ahead and make the best of it. That's when I said to myself, if I can go ahead and take this team down the field and win the game, that's going to be the difference in our season.
Slot to the near side, Garrity to the far side. Cunningham standing in the gun. 2nd and 10. Going deep for Garrity, who catches it, and he has a touchdown! They've done it again!
Randall Cunningham, whose wondrous athletic skills beat the world champions of professional football.
He's the kind of guy, you throw the ball in his area, he'll get it.
He's done some incredible things in catching the football. I remember one day we were in practice, and Randall threw Mike a pass, and Mike jumped up and snatched the ball down with one hand, and he just snatched it out the air, and everybody was saying, "Woo, woo."
I think Mike Quick might be the biggest leader of them all because of his great performance. You know, every game he comes up with the big play, it leaves you, kind of in awe at some of the catches he makes.
Mike Quick inspires respect from his teammates and fear in his opponents, who haven't figured out how to stop this 5-time Pro Bowl selection. Quick combined the grace of a ballet dancer with the moves of a track star. He hauled in 11 touchdowns this season, 2nd in the entire league. His physical skills are unparalleled, but his success can be traced to a more cerebral source.
It's mental. Yeah, it's totally mental. You get yourself physically prepared before you even go out and try to catch the football. Catching the ball, and especially catching it with people around you and in traffic and stuff, is just being mentally tough enough to blot out the things around you, to know that you're going to get creamed as soon as you catch the ball, and you still concentrate on catching the ball.
Quick's trademark is his consistency, yet there are certain games when he's more invincible than usual.
There are just some days when you're hot and you're doing things right.
Week 12 at New England was one of those days.
Cunningham is rolling to the far side, still rolling, pumping the football. He is going deep for Quick, who has it at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown by Quick. That was a beautifully executed pass play from Randall Cunningham to Mike Quick. Eagles at the 29. Randall is back. He is looping it for the end zone, and a diving reception for a touchdown to Mike Quick. Unbelievable. Is there a better receiver in football? Because I don't believe there is. He's the best.
Quick topped the century mark for the 18th time in his storied career. His efforts were complemented by Anthony Toney, who pounded out a career-high 123 yards. The Eagles' fine performance on offense couldn't prevent New England from tying the score and forcing overtime.
The ball is spotted. The kick is away. It's long enough. It's good! The game is over. They're mobbing Paul McFadden. A 38-yarder and the Eagles win.
Special teams is an area in need of improvement next season, but there is promise for the future in players like punter John Telchik, who averaged nearly 40 yards a kick. Standouts on coverage teams included Russell Gary, Dave Little, and linebacker Ty Allert, number 58, who proved to be a worthy mid-season addition to the team. Junior Toddle-a-Tossie enlisted for double duty, excelling on special teams as well as providing depth in the offensive backfield, which showcased the potent duo of Anthony Toney and Keith Byers, number 41. Once again, Byers battled injuries, but when healthy, he and Toney revitalized the Birds' running attack. The Eagles scored 12 rushing touchdowns, the most since 1981, and Toney led the pack with 5. The resurgence of the ground game must also be attributed to the improvement in the line, which punched open running holes as well as patched up gaps in the pass protection. The nucleus included Matt Darwin, Ben Tamburello, Jerry Feary, Reggie Singletary, Ron Baker, and Joe Conwell. The fighting spirit found in the trenches wasn't lost on tight end John Spagnola, who displayed the gritty determination of a lineman. Next season, Spagnola and Jimmy Giles, number 83, will battle for the tight end position with top draft pick Keith Jackson, whose numerous talents could benefit the entire offense. In 1987, rookie wide receiver Chris Carter made his own impact on offense. Called a touchdown maker by Buddy Ryan, Carter caught only 5 passes, but 3 went for first downs and a pair for touchdowns. Against the Jets in Week 15, Carter and Mike Quick accounted for 3 scores. The offense was at its balanced best as the Eagles amassed a season-high 38 points in the decisive victory over New York. One challenge remained, and Buddy Ryan was determined that the 1987 season end on a winning note.
No, I tell you, you know my coach, Buddy Ryan, I tell you, he's so ugly. When they cry, tears go down the back of his head, avoid his face, I tell you. Don't cut me for that, Buddy, okay?
Reggie has few worries, for Buddy has the utmost respect for his defensive field general.
I want to tell you one thing. I've been touted as the best at what I do. And I tell you, I want to be the best at what I do because I want to be the greatest. And I want all of you to know I'm the greatest in the world. There's no one better. You hear me? You hear me?
Back goes Doug Williams, head sacked back at the 30. Eagles pick up the football, running with it downfield, Reggie White. Reggie White comes up with the football and scores a touchdown. That was almost like magic. Reggie White has probably never run this far in his life.
Reggie White was the NFL's true marathon man in 1987, collecting a career and league-best 21 sacks. Muhammad Ali notwithstanding, White really does aspire to be the greatest.
I want to be the best at what I do. Even though I came out with 21 sacks, I don't think this was one of my better years. Before I leave this game, I want to shatter the record. I want to get at least 30 or over 30 sacks. On the pass rush, I think my best asset is a bull rush. A lot of offensive linemen, they pride in not letting the guy run over them. But I've been able to do that in just about every game I've played.
He's very quick. He knows how to use his hands. He can throw a guy aside. He's strong. I don't think he has any faults.
He is a defensive end who basically plays on the left side. So there's always a tight end that he has to work over. So he's got people on both sides of him all the time. And he still manages to get as many sacks and was able to go to the Pro Bowl. He's had to use finesse and guile and everything else that you could to do the job that he's done.
This 2-time Pro Bowler has lived up to Buddy's billing as one of the game's most dominant defensive linemen, and in 1987 was named the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year. In the final game of the season at home against Buffalo, the Minister of Defense was a man on a mission as he sought to break the NFL sack record. White collected 2 traps, one shy of the mark, but paced the Eagles to their best overall defensive performance of the year.
What a game they're having against the Buffalo Bills here in the Vet. This has been a prize.
Keith Byers ran for over 100 yards, while Anthony Toney displayed his skills as the team's second leading rusher and receiver.
And he goes over the middle to Toney at the 15, Toney at the 10, Toney at the 5, Toney into the end zone. Anthony Toney with a great play.
The Eagles defeated Buffalo 17-7 and ended the season with optimism and pride in their accomplishments.
Everybody's excited, and they know that we've made a lot of progress, and we're going to be a good ball club. The fact that we've been able to come out and win 2 games in a row, and we realized that we weren't going anywhere, I think that's a big accomplishment in itself.
You know, everybody feels good about what we've done. We feel that our record is 7-5, which it is, and we feel good what we've accomplished.
I think this club is going to be in the Super Bowl. It might take a little while, but I think the nucleus is here now. The coming together of a group, everybody meeting one another, becoming friends, developing loyalties, winning and losing together, and then eventually becoming champion. Looking back on the hard times is going to make that very, very special.
I think it's important that we won this ball game, as I told you all earlier, so we can get a little pride in our stride and, you know, stick our chest out a little bit and let people know that, you know, we beat a couple teams that's in the playoffs and we're a pretty good football team.